To begin.
Are you watching closely?
To begin.
Clytus, I'm bored.
How to start.
What plaything can you offer me today?
Welcome to The First Syllable, a show ostensibly about writing, but right now it's just about planning. Because what happened is, I think it was on the very day that the previous episode ended, the update, I finished Four Finger Discount. It ended up being, 257 pages. It will need another run through to make sure things go smoothly, make sure certain things are consistent. But I like how it turned out. In the meantime, my notes files on my phone have to do with several potential next things. Probably I'll be trying to write Death, 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 the screenplay I've talked about in this show before. I also have some preliminary notes for a potential Death, Death, Death Part 2, if it came to that, because that's how my brain operates. I start thinking about potential follow-up stories. Like for Four Finger Discount, there's already potential sequels. The second one would be called, Fish Out of Water. I know it involves sort of 3 different plot lines that kind of converge with the same characters in their new location. And I don't know if I want to spoil that, because I don't want to say which characters are there or which aren't. Even though I think I've already spoiled certain background things regarding Kill, one of the main characters, that's his name. But Fish Out of Water the title is mostly referring to Odd's little brother Kasaya learning how to be a skinwalker because he can turn into animals. And then a follow-up story to that would be Sober as a Judge, which has to do with Odd's realizing just how powerful potentially she could be, which is something she's already afraid of at the end of the first book. And at some point, do I have another title with them? No. I know at some point they would have to go back to where they started in Aedith and around the continent of Eleuthea, but I don't have a title for that yet, whatever that would be if it happened. And that's just if, these things stick in my head and I figure out how to do something with the first one, Four Finger Discount. I also have a follow-up story not involving those characters, but it literally starts on the same night that the climax of Four Finger Discount happened. It's a story called Choose Two Rabbits, which is about a private detective, essentially, trying to solve a murder and getting caught up in the local politics. So it's sort of a follow-up to some of the seeds that were planted in Four Finger Discount, but with a different set of characters. I still have a notes file for The Last Syllable, the script that this show was started to sort of track the creation of. That is notes file 12 for that. Because when I watch a new time loop thing, I still take notes and write down things I can use as references later, because the whole point with The Last Syllable was to reference as many time loop things as I could. Whether with character names, specific lines of dialogue, certain situations, etc. And really that's all I got right now, because this week I'm not doing any writing. The spring semester is starting, and I gotta get used to the new schedule, which I only knew what it was at the last moment. Still not 100% sure on it, but pretty close. Pretty sure my one class is being canceled, but I'm already know what the class that's going to take place will be. Just got to get into a new groove and figure out for sure what I'm going to start writing, probably next week. Probably Death, Death, Death. And then I'll return to Basara again for probably Choose Two Rabbits. But I don't know. I like the idea that I was writing regularly again, and I like the energy of it, and I like doing these recordings, and this one's going to be really short. Not every episode will be this short. I have a lot to say in today's Groundhog Day Project Minute by Minute episode, so that's got some philosophical stuff, some script notes, a weird reference to Macbeth. So jump on over there and listen to that, if you don't already subscribe to it. Anyway, I'll leave you with that this week. More next week once I know what I'm writing on.
Cut. You're still here? It's over.
Stuff that dreams are made of.
It's a passport
Go home.
to another world.
Go.